Welcome to Ishigaki Island in Okinawa in Japan. I'm Phoebe and I spent 8 days here and I'm going to show you the highlights of my activities. First off, I went to Shiraho, which is a coral village. Well, it's actually just an area, but there's a beach where you can walk out to blue coral, bring your reef walkers, and also on Sundays at the Shiraho Coral Village, which is a WWF place, you can join the market and have a look at the market. There's lots of wonderful foods, wonderful things, and you can also learn about their coral projects there. It was my first time at a beach in Ishigaki in over 20 years, and I forgot about all the little hermit crabs there. So I took so much hermit crab footage because they're just so cute and they come in all shapes and sizes. So oh, they're just the cutest. No one talks about it. No one says, oh, Ishigaki, there's hermit crabs, but they're just the cutest, aren't they? There are actually some beaches that are closed off to the public and they are not open for certain times of the year, which is a little bit interesting because it's Ishigaki, it's Okinawa, it's tropical Japan. The weather is good almost all year round for a dip. So I was a little bit confused by that, and swimming was actually less accessible than I thought it would be. In my 8 days in Ishigaki during the month of April, we had one full day of rain, 2 half days of rain, a mini thunderstorm, and that was about it. The rest was really beautiful, very humid after the rain, but delightful, maybe 27, 29, feels like 32, 34, so just a really warm island, high humidity, at least 80% humidity. So if you're not good with humidity, maybe only come to Ishigaki in winter when that's a little bit more chill. Spring was lovely in Ishigaki. All so many different vibrant colors of flowers, and the plants were just so green. There is a famous butterfly of Ishigaki. It is called Ogo Madara. It's beautiful, black and white, quite large, and it has a golden cocoon or chrysalis. It's really beautiful. I'll show you some footage of the cocoon later. But just the amount of butterflies that were out after the rain was just so beautiful and amazing. It was so luscious. The closest swimming beach to the port city is Maezato Beach, which is actually in front of the APA Hotel. Even though the beach is in front of the hotel, it is still a public beach and it does have showers and toilets for you to get dressed in. It was netted, which means that it's safe during jellyfish season. Watch out, box jellyfish can be deadly, and their season is from May to October. Earlier the season, the smaller the jellyfish, the less deadly. Later the season, the bigger, the more deadly. They do kill adult humans, so just be super careful with children. Because Maezato is in front of a hotel, it was a little bit ambiguous as to what was for use for public and what was used for hotel guests. There were lovely banana chairs and umbrellas, and there was even a blow up, what do you call them? Like a water obstacle park thing on the water. But at Maezato Beach, I actually saw my first little bluefish and my first sea cucumbers. So do bring your snorkeling mask. It's a very safe place for your first snorkel on Ishigaki. I took a trip or bicycle ride up Mount Bunna, and on the way I saw a lot of goats, a lot of cows, a lot of farm life, and I ended up first stopping off at the limestone stalactite caves, which has a small garden out the front. Entry was maybe like $12, $15, and it was hot. I was very hot because of the whole cycle thing. Did stop off to drink 500 ml of energy water, sports water, but yeah, still very hot. The caves inside are actually nice, refreshing and cool, which is really cool. And here is where I also saw the Ogomadara cocoons, which we'll see shortly. As you can see, some of the butterflies have left the cocoon, but there's the one golden one that is yet to metamorphose into a beautiful Ogomadara. Down the stairs we go through the lovely green luscious, oh my goodness, like bloody hell, this island's green lusciousness is just to die for. But as soon as you descend the stairs into the limestone cave, it feels so much cooler already, and it was just really nice. And I saw a bat, which is sort of cool. They do tell you what sort of insects and animals you can find in the limestone caves. I'm not really into large centipedes or millipedes or whatever they are. They're a little bit creepy, but the bat was really fun to interact with. Not that I talked to it, but you know, I did follow it. The cave is bigger than I thought it would be, and maybe it took me about 30 minutes with a gentle stroll. I was following the pace of the people in front of me, so you could probably take it slower and you could probably take it quicker as well. Just how cool is this light up? After the limestone caves, I actually went cycling to see my childhood home, which is sort of near the limestone caves but not. The cycle was actually quite nice. It was a nice long flat road. I did see some cows on my way back down the mountain after I had a little cry looking at my childhood home, which is still actually there, but no garden. So sad. I booked a Blue Cave tour with Blue Space Ishigaki in English. It was a small group of 6. It was actually a family of 3 and 3 individuals. And it was really lovely. I had the best time. That's me! And I got to see turtles, I got to see a shark, I got to snorkel and feel so safe. It was like such an enriching experience, and I really want to go back to Ishigaki to do more of them and to do like a lot more of them and feel like a mermaid, because that's one of my mini dreams, is to become a mermaid in whatever way that looks. Mostly through snorkeling and interacting with marine nature. I like to send cat videos to my family, and Ishigaki did not disappoint. So many of the cats on the side of the street were happy to chill out, have a little talk with you, and just enjoy island life. One of the iconic things to do in Ishigaki is the glass boat rides, where you go get to see a whole bunch of coral, fish, and other sorts of things. It was pretty enjoyable for the $11 I spent, and I did get to see quite a lot of fish, but the whole time I was on the boat I was like, I'd much rather be snorkeling, and also just the smells of the boat engine, because they do a lot of backwards and forwards, and it wasn't as beautiful as snorkeling, I would say. So maybe do the glass boat before you go snorkeling if you're going snorkeling. But I did get to see a wider range of things like this blue coral and other types of fish, and just a whole bunch more bigger fish. And I just love the energy of the mountains and the mini islands and the light blue aquamarine water and the deeper water. It's just really picturesque. Yonehara is not only a great place for a snorkel, it also has a shisa park and shop. So the shisa are 2 deities, sort of looks like lions, but they're not, and their role is to protect the home and to bring in good fortune and happiness. You will find them on either side of entranceways. The male is the one with the mouth open, and he brings in joy and happiness, and the female is the one with the mouth closed because she kills all the demons and protects from bad omens. It's, not necessarily quite modern ideas, but they're really cool, and I really want some once I find my true home. I do have a separate video for food, so feel free to check that one out too. Thanks for watching, and maybe I'll see you when I'm next in Ishigaki.